Cricbuzz Comm Box coming to you in the 10th over, and it's such a different scenario from where Kolkata were at their 10th over respective mark. They lost a couple of wickets. They just got 60 on the board, Simon, and this is exactly what Punjab needed. Not necessarily 90, but no wickets lost.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it, to chasing these sorts of totals down. I think you get yourself away to a good start, a conservative start, wickets-wise. Don't put that middle order under pressure. And from here, it takes one special 30 or 40 almost from a Nicholas Pooran. Maybe it's a Glenn Maxwell's night. Maybe it's Chris Jordan at the back end that might need 20 or 30. But these two have set the platform, and now it's for the rest of the team just to finish it off, or for these two to kick on a little bit stronger. Halfway stage, they're only, it's 76 for none. I think they'll be very, very happy. And you just heard from Kyle Mills sort of saying that they need wickets. They're desperate to make a breakthrough. That's the only way that Kolkata can get back into this game. And the only way that Kings 11 Punjab can let them back in is to lose a couple of wickets and then put that middle order under pressure against some quality spin.
The other thing Kyle Mills was very candid to admit was that Punjab bowled beautifully in that first 10. Arshdeep Singh obviously was outstanding with his 2 overs. And Kyle Mills perhaps will be feeling that that bite in the Kolkata attack is not quite what it was in previous games.
Yeah, it sort of read a little bit that way when he was talking. He was almost saying, well, I would have rather we bowled as well as them in the first 10 overs, which would have maybe created some more opportunities. But that one catch, I mean, Andre Russell should have taken that catch. He got there in plenty of time, got 2 hands on it, and ended up parrying it away for 4 and copying an injury to boot. Now, you can guarantee 2 things. He wouldn't have been injured if he'd taken the catch, and obviously that'd have been 4 runs lighter. So those little things have to go your way. It wasn't to be, and now they may be without him for this game in particular, and who knows what will happen moving forward. It's all about wickets. I think the next 2 or 3 overs are the telling time in this contest. 2 wickets, Kings 11 can be put under a little bit of pressure, and Kolkata can maybe just try and squeeze a little bit and put some pressure on that middle order that we talked about. But these 2 players have been in great form. They've dovetailed throughout the tournament. If one hasn't scored, the other has. And today they're both going along quite nicely again. So it's up to them to really win it, Kale and Mayank Agarwal, to win it or to take it really deep and take it a long way.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, the one thing they'll have to combat is the Cricbuzz Comm Box curse. So if you're a Kolkata fan, you want Simon and me to keep talking for the next 3 or 4 overs, but we'll try and keep it as brief as possible and just try and assess where Kolkata goes from here in terms of their bowling, because as you said, Andre Russell doesn't come back, and it looks unlikely. He's been their go-to almost in the last couple of overs of the innings with that heavy ball. So now it's going to be that wicket slowing down, and the spinners will have to pull something out of the bag.
Yeah, they will. I mean, and when does he fire that last sort of bullet of Pat Cummins? And that's going to be a tough decision. There's no point in leaving it till 18, 19 if the game's gone by then. Chakravarti's been tidy, Narayan 8, so there's no one there that's actually kept things in check apart from Pat Cummins. So he's got to make his mind up in the next 2-3 overs. Do I risk it and take a wicket with Pat Cummins? Do I risk it and maybe try and get one of these 2 out and then put some pressure on, and maybe Prasidh Krishna or Nugget Kothi or even Narayan is going to have to bowl at the death. They're going to have to bowl 1 or 2 overs in the back 3 or 4. That's possibly the only way he's going to go, because there's no point in holding overs back if you're going to lose anyway, and the 18th, 19th over is not really going to come into play.
Final question from Punjab's point of view, the mental aspect of this run chase. They've done the proper aspect, the cricketing aspect, but suddenly will it start dawning on them that, hang on, we have had so many matches under control and we've lost them?
Well, it'll only happen if they lose 1 or 2 wickets. I think as long as KL Rahul is there or Mayank Agarwal is there, I think they should be relatively safe. If they lose those 2, the pressure comes on, and then Nicholas Pooran's the only other one that's been scoring any runs, then Kolkata might seize that opportunity. They might try and squeeze a little bit. You might see a little bit more captaincy of Dinesh Karthik, a few more in-the-air moments from Owen Morgan, just trying to make sure that they squeeze properly, and only then can Kolkata get back in the game. These 2 players stay there, no chance.
Yep, it's a big if, but it's just about Punjab holding their nerve, and the 2 friends from Bengaluru doing it yet again for the North Indian franchise. Thank you, Simon Doull. We'll see you at the end. My 11 Circle presents Cricbuzz Live. This was Cricbuzz Comm Box.